setting a timer. All right. I'm not used to not seeing faces. So I have two little kids and they're extraordinarily cute, which might surprise you. We watch a lot of cartoons in our house, which might surprise you, but it shouldn't, because we have always watched cartoons in our house. We're giant Phineas and Ferb fans. We made our children also love Phineas and Ferb. So we watch a lot of cartoons, and one of the nice things about cartoons now is that they have value. They teach children how to be better people, as opposed to teach children how to hit things with frying pans and the like. And there's a lot of really common sort of archetypal theming about what the children learn, and one of the big messages that I come to understand was individuality as absolutely vital. The thing that makes you different is the thing that makes you great. And if people pick on you for the thing that makes you different, it is because they're monstrous, and you will show them all someday. Our individuality is our superpower. The world would be boring if we were all the same. And if I asked you if you agreed, you'd say yes. Unless you were my student, in which you would be sure it was a trap. It is. And I won't ask you to look around at yourselves and what your shirts are and what your pants are and what your shoes are, because they're within a 20% margin of the same as everyone else around you. Because individuality, what it really is terrifying. Your hair, your name, your history, the people you love, the things you like, those are specific. Your ethnicity, your eye color, how many eyelashes you have, those are unique. That's you, and that's special, and that's true. And it does make you the specific human that you currently are. But if we pull back the camera just a little bit, we'll find that the things that make you you are way less in number than the things that make you the same as everybody else. I believe that, yes, be who you are and be the best you that there is and has ever been. But I also contend that every cartoon that tells my children that to be an individual is the most important thing they can be, so don't be scared of being different. There's a second part of the lesson that has been neglected. So the 30 of you here today that are listening now, it's not bad math, it's jokes. Anyway, see, that was the point. They missed the joke. That's how it... I want to talk to you about how individuality is one of the scariest things that exists. Because if I am one of a kind, that means no one will ever understand me. Everything that I say, this makes me special, because I got weirdly colored eyes. What it means is nobody can ever understand why they're sensitive to light in the way they are. That if I am one of a kind, nobody will understand why my brain works the way it does, because I am special. And because I am special, the way I am broken is also special. Which means I am specially broken. Happily, that is an untruth. You may replace that with the word you know I would say if we were in class. The DNA Talk Show challenges me to talk about myself, and I will. I'm going to tell you about the time I found a person who could understand me. It was a play date. My daughter and her daughter went to gymnastics together, and they were playing at a park. And you don't know this because you are the child in this scenario. When adults get together for their children to play, it is because they are tired of the children despite their love for them, and they want to go somewhere else. The problem is, I am an introvert, and I don't like people, and thus I had put myself in a trap where I would have to talk to another adult. And there was no other adults or children to deal with me instead. And I told my friend, this friend whose name was truly coincidentally also Kelly. It's a real human person, it's not a... She's real, I promise. I said, sometimes I struggle coming to the playground when my kid did like a dangerous thing. I go, it's hard for me to be this far away because I get really nervous. when the kids are in the playground. She's like, yeah, I get it. I'm like, yeah, because here's the thing. And I get ready to say a thing, fully expecting I know what the response is going to be. The face that always happens, and then they say the same thing after I'm done talking. And I say, because here's the thing, like when it looks like one of my kids is going to get hurt, like fall off a thing or fall backwards or spin off or whatever, it's not that I think in the abstract it might happen. I see it. I see it over and over. And I see the blood, and I see the tears every time. And then I see it over and over. And it's really hard to shake. It's kind of why I helicopter, you know? I'm really close to them all the time. Not just so they won't get hurt, but so that they can be distant enough from maybe getting hurt that I won't have to see it. And the face that I usually get is, and the thing they usually say is, that sucks. Here's what Kelly said to me. Oh my God, me too. And I went, yeah. And she's like, no. It's a constant play. I see it too, over and over. I hover all the time. I'm never this far away from the kids. And we looked at each other. She's very tall. We looked at each other. And it was one of the most important moments in my entire life. I have told that to best friends. I have told that to boyfriends that became husbands. Just the one. I have realized it got plural, it went weird. I've told that to my mom. My mom didn't know what to do with that. But when I told it to Kelly, Kelly got it. She understood. Because we were the same. She is not my soulmate. She's not my best friend. I barely see her. I see her on Facebook more than anywhere else. We didn't form an eternal bond that day of spirituality. No. I just know she's out there with the same brain as me. So my specialness was taken from me. The burden of being alone was taken from me in that moment. And I found out that on the planet with 7 gajillion people, I found somebody just like me, which means there's a bunch of people just like me who are broken in the way that I am broken, who struggle in the way that I struggle. And I told enough people that I found one. And that was the day that was important. Because the lesson that what makes you special is one of the best and most important things about you is true. But there's a second part. There's a semicolon and more that says, yeah, but though, you're not alone because you're special. So I entreat you. You are not special. You're welcome.